and welcome our blood viewers to RTD's News English edition. As usual, we'll begin tonight's news with the major and top highlights. Let's follow. Greeting message to the nation from the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Umar Guelleh. All Prayers Tournament Final in Balbala, SES. And on the international scene, UN mission extended by 3 months in Libya. Those were our major top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Umar Guelleh, has, as usual, at the advent of Eid al-Fitr, expressed his best wishes to his citizens. In this wish to the nation, the head of state has formed to Djiboutians the hope of a successful holiday, placed in the palm, grandeur, and total submission to God. May the merciful reward our fellow citizens for the intense devotion made of spiritual, visual, and other cultic practices which they indulge in throughout the blessed month of Ramadan. Wish the President of the Republic may the event of Eid al-Fitr be commended also within our society as an additional opportunity conducive to forgiveness, mutual aid, and the promotion of solidarity and brotherhood citizen and national. Also called his wishes the head of state. In this message, President Guelleh also had a special thought for his citizens in the grip of difficulties and wished a speedy recovery to those who are sick and a quick return to the economic circuit to those who lead a dignified fight against precariousness. He especially took advantage of this wish to the nation to express his strong encouragement and the perfect expression of his recognition and gratitude to all the living forces of our country which do not cease to take up daily the multifaceted challenge related to the ability of our nation to fit with the virtues of a free, servant, and pleasing country to live. I would like to pay tribute to our armed forces and security forces who carry out with bravery, determination, and competence missions of supreme interest, said the head of state. I would also like to warmly congratulate all the professional components of our country for the continuous mobilization they are showing in order to give our nation all the necessary assets to access to sustainable development, President Guelleh also noted, extending his best wishes to all expertise working in Djibouti and who do use the honor of living among us. With the end of Ramadan, the people of Obokh are preparing for the Eid festival. From the back of the youth, the people of Obokh rush as usual in the markets of the ready-to-wear women, a child, and especially young people invade the market of the city center of Obokh. Young people and women, accompanied by their children, flock to the commercial market in order to acquire at the best prices new clothes for the feast of the Eid. The street vendors offer toys, underwear, knickknacks, and other household items. These informal vendors are much more numerous than usual. The sidewalks are busy, queues formed around the stores with a permanently female client. Concerning the security of the population, the direction of the National Police of Obokh has its head in the invincible Lieutenant Colonel Kamil Ali took preventive measures for the security of the population and also to allow customers to make their purchase quietly. For their part, traders and customers have thanked the National Police and Lieutenant Colonel Kamil Ali for having put a strong device for the welfare of the population of Obokh. The Association of Former Players of the Town of Balbala closed yesterday evening its tournament in the complex of King Fahad. This competition had brought together several sports disciplines such as soccer, tennis, and etc. The event was attended by the Secretary of State for Sports, the President of the Commune of Balbala, the Parliamentary Deputy Hassan Adangedi, elected officials of the City of Djibouti, and several other personalities. The spectators gathered at the large stadium of the King Fahad complex were enthusiastic about the show offered by the teams of former players. The Association of Former Players of the Town of Balbala has given itself the mission to pilot development of sport at all levels and all disciplines in accordance with government policy and under the auspice of the Secretary of State for Sports. The officials present proceeded at the end of the game to the presentation of medals and trophies. The National Agency for Persons with Disabilities organized a collective iftar within the Ministry of Budget in the framework of the professional integration of persons with disabilities at Sheraton Hotel. A moment of sharing, conviviality, and communion for a few days of the blessed month, where present the Director General of the National Agency for Persons with Disabilities, Mr. Duali Said Mahmoud, the representative of the Ministry of Budget, the advisor of the Ministry of Decentralization, Mr. Usman Musa, the Deputy Mr. Suleiman, the Director General, Mr. Mustafa, the President of the National Network of Persons with Disabilities, Mr. Idris Mu'min, the Director General of Population and Family, Mr. Ahmad Umar, and also the President and Vice Presidents of the different associations of persons with disabilities. In his speech, the Director General, Mr. Duali Said Mahmoud, first thanked the distinguished guests who attended and then congratulated the President of the association, Mr. Jamal, for being elected among the local elected officials. He also took the opportunity to affirm his unconditional support for the accomplishment of his mission. Moving on the occasion of the approach of Eid al-Fitr, the party Popular Rally for Progress proceeded to distribution of the clothes of the Eid to the children resulting from the modest families to the various annex RPP, Tuno, Hambuli, and Section 7. The ceremony of distribution of new clothes saw Honorable Deputy Ibrahim Ahmed Abdo, the President of the Commune of Bil'Aus, Mr. Abdul Qadir Iman, the Presidents of the various respective annexes, but also the beneficiary families of the Commune of Bil'Aus. The objective is to offer new clothes that he is the happiest and most beautiful on this holiday. Moving on, helping his neighbor, a universal value, the association Askaville held this morning in Ali Sibih, April 29, a ceremony of sponsorship of the cost of aid close to the most destroyed orphan children of the city of Asajok in Ali Sibih. The handing over ceremony, which was held at the headquarters of the association, was attended by the President of the Regional Council, Sharmanke Hassan Alali, members of the association, Aska City, President Filson Abdullahi Miguel. The charity initiative is similar to the approach of Eid al-Fitr. It has given a smile to 67 orphan children, most deprived of the city of Asajog. Moving on, as part of the national campaign of Micronesia Plantation for young adolescent girls throughout the country, launched by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training, began yesterday, Wednesday, April 27th, 2022, at the high school and college of the city of Dekhil. The campaign to fight against malnutrition in adolescents will take place over 3 days from 27 to 25 April. Indeed, this program has the following objective: prevent and sensitize young girls on the risk of malnutrition, promote good food and nutritional practices to reduce the risk of malnutrition by excess or by default, conduct a homeocan rapid screening test to access the hemoglobin level of girls, distribution of vitamins and micronutrients, systematic deworming of adolescent girls with mendenals. As part of the fight against malnutrition, the Medical Hospital Center of Tajorra launched the campaign of folic acid and iron supplementation for teenage girls of Tajorra High School. During this event, the Chief Physician, Dr. Dembio, and his team proceeded to the detection of anemia in young girls on the secondary school of Tajorra. At the same time, the medical team diagnosed the nutrition status of these girls in order to detect iron deficiencies, malnutrition, and also provide advice for a healthy and balanced diet. Based on the height, weight, and body mass index, as well as quick blood test, the medical staff can diagnose malnutrition and iron deficiency once the deficiency is detected. The girls are referred to the hospital for further analysis, and for the others, folic acid tablets and iron are given for prevention. At the same time, a deworming is performed to prevent some stomach aches due to incidental parasites. The Medical Hospital Center applies the policy of prevention and promotion of health on all fronts and put a special emphasis on the health of the mother and child, absolute priority for the Ministry of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble. The Ministry of Health has not ceased since his appointment to to take this post to work relentlessly to improve the health of the Djiboutian population as a whole and has made the health of the mother and child his hobby horse. This program is part of the nutrition activities financed by the World Bank and implemented by the National Coordination Body of Nutrition and Food in order to redress the nutritional situation at the national level and so to support the Ministry of Health in the fight against malnutrition and its different forms. Shifting towards the international scene now, the UN Security Council in Usmil adopted to extend the mandate of the United Nations support mission in Libya until 31st July 2022. The United Nations Security Council was unable to obtain a one-year extension of its mission in Libya. The body unanimously adopted a 3-month extension of its political mission in the country. The mandate is thus extended until July 31, 2022. And an envoy should be appointed soon. The UN support mission in Libya will be headed by a special representative of the Secretary General based in Tripoli, supported by 2 deputy special representatives. Also, a monthly report on the implementation of the UN mandate extension in Libya will be provided until the end of July. By this, our beloved viewers, we conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more. Have a wonderful evening, and we wish you a happy Eid. Thank you.